What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in this series, I'm doing dungeons 100 times, and I save everything of interest so we can basically take a look at what the average gold per hour is, and so you guys can see what to expect roughly when doing a loot from 100 runs. And in today's episode, we have the dungeon RFD, which I've done many times over on the channel. And the last time I did it, not too long ago, a couple of months ago, I got 2.2 million gold in 100 runs. So I definitely had high hopes when I was going to do another 100 runs, because I wanted to do it to compare, to see if I could get anywhere close to that again. So yeah, before we dive into the route and everything you need to know, big thank you to all of you guys that has picked up a 0 to 10 million gold guide, or the people the people that also signed up to the VIP Discord. Now, by using the discount code the Dragonflight, you'll get the gold guide sent directly to your mail for 50% off. And the guide is over 180 pages long, featuring the best gold farms and methods that I personally do in order to achieve multiple gold caps. Even better, it's like an ebook, so it's easy for me to update it, meaning that every time there's a new patch or expansion, I update the gold guide and I send that updated version to your email for free. But you can read more about it with the links down below. So RFD is located right here in Thousand Needle. It's a Razor Fen Downs, not to be mistaken for Razor Fen Crowl. And it's a really good dungeon. It really is. It always has been. Now, the reason why it's such a good dungeon is because you have blue items that are specific to the dungeon that can only drop inside of RFD. And you also have a pretty good loot table of green items and patterns and plans that are world drop that can drop in the dungeon. It's also a fairly short dungeon to run. I'm going to show you guys the potential chest spawns, where the first one can spawn under this spider. Now, you want to attack the spider with a ranged ability before you approach the chest, because once you click on the chest, the spider will come down anyway. So just to save some time, you could do that. And if you don't have like a rogue that you're farming on, you can just do like me and pick up a profession that allows you to open up locked chests. Now, the cheapest one, if you don't really care what it is just getting level 1 BFA inscription, because you can then use the scroll of unlocking to open up locked chests. Another side note on this dungeon is that on this branch right here, you have this Henry's handbag that's attached to this vine. Now, it gives you a recipe for the Gold Torn tea. Now, I sold a bunch of these when they first came out. But they were implemented like in the previous patch, but a lot of people are aware of it ever since I made a video on it. So they've gone down in value, but still there's a lot of people who don't have this since it's recently been introduced to the game. Right, then you have 2 additional chest spawns right here. Now, these chests, they don't have to spawn here. There can be 0 chests, there can be 1 chest, or like now, there could be 2 chests, right? But they don't necessarily have to be there. Now, I do kill this boss as well. A lot of people ask me why I kill it, because boss loot, you can't loot these skeletons. But I have received like BOE blue items from that boss. So since he's on the way, might as well kill him. But I do, as you guys will see further along the run, I do skip the last boss, because there's some role-playing segment on that boss, and I don't consider it worth the time for 1 additional loot table. Now, if you're using some sort of food buff to increase your movement speed, it's worthwhile to just spam AoE while you're running right here, because there's a lot of critters on the ground, like rats, and when you hit those with an AoE, you're going to gain movement speed just to help you run the dungeon a little bit faster. But it's not a must since the dungeon is so short. Also, these Necrolite mobs, if you engage them in combat or kill them with a ranged spell, they will instantly start summoning that skeleton, which has another loot table on it. So that's also going to save you some time. This hut right here can have a chest spawn in it. Not always, and if it's not in that hut, it's going to be in one of the following huts. So it could be in here. There we have it. Let's just check for fun's sake. Nothing cool. But if it's not in that hut, it can also be in this next one right here. And if it's not in that one, then it's going to be guaranteed in the next hut that we're going to see all the way up here. So there has to be a chest in one of those huts, but only one chest though. So I do pull this pack right here, but as I said, like when you're about to kill this guy right here, you have to wait for like this role-playing bullshit before you can actually kill the boss and get the loot table, and I can't be arsed to deal with it. So then you have this way where you can jump down and just run out of the dungeon where the dragon is located at. So yeah, even if you don't have a speed set druid, you can still do 10 runs in an hour without having any issues. But now what you've all been waiting for, like how much gold did I get doing 100 runs of RFD? Keep in mind, I always get a comment about this because I did not loot while I did this run, but normally I would always loot every single mob while doing the run. But I don't want to get loot from 101 runs, right? So obviously you're going to get a bunch of materials. The material that's worth mentioning is the large fags needed for patch 10.15 crafts. So that could be they could be quite good with the current price right now. That's like 10,000 gold as far as materials go. And then we have a couple of like green items. Like all of these items right here are soulstone items. Now take notes on the regional market value on these. Like they're really, really good. However, I play in like one of the largest realms on EU, which with a ton of gold farmers on it, so I'm going to have way lower price on my realm, but keep every single soulstone item. And then you're going to get steadfast items as well. It's a unique set, so simply because of that, I mean, take a look at the sell rate, is worth keeping. And then I just have like a bunch of random green items that are like a unique appearance. So whenever you're dealing with a unique appearance, it's always worth keeping the item. And in terms of world drops, I got myself, it's quite bad, but the Sky Striker Bow, I got the Stalvin's Reaper, and I got Underworld Ban, obviously dog shit. I also got double Ice Mail Chest, which it's not that good. It shares appearance with Champion's Armor and sadly a Sulfuric boss item, so not that good. I did get a Searing Golden Blade, which are really good, and then I got the Guardian Belt as well. Not that good. In terms of items that are specific to the dungeon, RFD only, I got 2 of the Quill Shooters, I got 1 pair of Stormgale Fists, 1 Ebony Bone Club, 1 Freezing Shard, 1 pair of Thoughtcast Boots, and then luckily I did get 1 Bone Slasher. These are really good. Always had good luck selling these. And then I got a Manslayer, which is, like on my realm, is half the regional sales average. So it's so bad on my realm. But it's 175,000 gold market value weapon on EU. All in all, like the total value of everything in my bags, like the market value on EU, like the average price across every single EU realm is, if we take a look at the add-on bag appraiser, 1.5 million gold. Now, that's market value. That's where I got 2.2 million gold last time I ran it. But if we look at, if I take like a minimum buyout, which is literally the buyout price right now on my auction house, it's going to fall down drastically to 469,000 gold. Now, even at that number, though, it's still 47,000 gold an hour, and it takes you way less than an hour to do 10 runs, right? So the effective farming time gives it a really good gold per hour. So yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I got Bone Slasher and Manslayer this time around and a bunch of sellable items. So super happy about the result. If you guys got any questions whatsoever, just leave them down below in the comment section. And don't forget to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide. If you already have that, you also have the VIP Discord that comes with a bunch of exclusive content. Like, you get to watch all of these YouTube videos before anyone else. You also get exclusive gold making tips, investments, spreadsheets, and much more. Link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.